Hey Brides Club, so back again with another encouragement for and from our Names of God series. I hope you've been enjoying it, whether it be the blogs that you are reading or if it is the videos that you are tuning into. I am enjoying putting together these little snippets of encouragement regarding the names of God. Right now, we're going to talk about God being the creator of all things, and the focus was Colossians 1:16. And in Colossians 1:16, it says, "For everything was created by him, in heaven and on earth, the visible and the invisible, whether thrones or dominions or rulers or authorities, all things have been created through him and for him." So for everything was created by him, in heaven and on earth, the visible and the invisible, whether thrones or dominions or rulers or authorities, all things have been created through him and for him. So here is the statement, and then here's a question. The statement is going to the source of all things. I know there are rulers all over the earth. There are rulers that rule over little things and rulers that rule over big things. And those rulers can be what you look to. Those rulers, there can be an invisible world that you pay attention to, or there can be a visible world that consumes you. And all those things were created by one source. All those things come from one source. All those things are created by him and for him. To him are all of those things, and through him are all of those things. So the topic of discussion is going to the source of all things. If all things were created by him, the creator of all things, do we actually go to the source of all things? Now here's the question. Where have you been looking for, or what have you been looking for that only God can show you? Where have you been looking for that only God can show you why? Where have you been looking that only God can provide? Where have you been looking that only God is in control of? Where have you been looking that only God is the source? Where have you been looking that only God is the real response? Where have we been looking outside of the source of all things that has been coming up short, maybe, that has not been what you expected? And maybe it's because the creator of all things is waiting for you, is waiting for me, is waiting for all that he has created to go to him for it, to go to him about it, to go to him to figure out why, to go to him to get a resolution, to go to him for solution, to go to him to find out what it is truly for. If all things were created by him and all things were created for him, why or where have we gone to find out the whys, the whats, the fors, the buys, outside of the true source and the creator of it all anyways? Here is your reminder that God is indeed the creator of it all. He is the one that you can go to about it all. Of course, there are rulers. Of course, there is visible and invisible world. Of course, there is authorities. Of course, there are dominions. Of course, there are all things that he has created as well. But he is the source of all things. So here is your reminder that God is indeed the creator of all things, and there is one source, and he is that source. So here's your reminder that maybe you have been going to every other source except for that source, and you needed a reminder that reminded you or that reiterated to you that he is the source of all sources. and that He created it all.